Hey y'all, it's your girl Kelly J,
Kill.
and I'm straight from the D. Ain't nobody in my section going harder than me. Ain't no waiting for the top, cause I'm steady climbing the tree. Pleasant Grove to Oak Cliff, yeah, you know where we be. This is my show, and I got it under control. Podcast to interviews, yeah, we doing it all. Got the tea for whoever, ain't no lifting involved. So when you got it poppin', girl, you know who to call. I'm the realest of the real, I'm just stating the facts. I got it out the mud and I put the team on the back. Try to tell me I could never, so I did it and laughed. You know it's my turn, yeah. Kelly J on the map, y'all. What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, y'all? We are back, we are back, we are back with another episode of Kelly J TV. As y'all already know, your girl Kelly J from the D. Ain't nobody in my section going harder than me. What? Y'all know I stay with them boys. Y'all know I'm joking. But we are doing part two panel of today for women in business. And I am proud to say that I have my sister, my friend, Miss Kisha Simone coming up to share with y'all about Southern Belle Radio, what it's like being a mom in business, an entrepreneur, an actress. Like y'all, she done some of everything. And I really want to pay homage to her. This whole week I wanted to pay homage to women in business, and it was because they meant something to me. When I met Miss Kisha Simone, y'all, I had started asking like if I could just get I was praying to God. Y'all know y'all be like, Lord, if you just let me get this one, I promise I never do it again. Well, y'all, let me tell y'all, that prayer be working. Because let me tell you, I prayed and I told God, I said, Lord, if you just let me meet that one person who willing to give your girl that opportunity, I promise they won't never regret it. And let me tell you, Miss Kisha Simone met me at a pop-up shop, had my assistant at the time with me. Yeah, we went in there, we was doing so we woo woo. Yeah, it was live, okay? Miss Kisha Simone something, she was like, what you about? I let her know, and y'all, me and Miss Kisha Simone has worked together. I got the privilege of working with Southern Belle Radio at dfwiradio.com, and I am truly thankful for the opportunity she has given me. I will forever thank her for that because most people won't do that, and they'll charge you, and it's a lot when you're getting into business and you're just trying to get started again and more. So I'm forever thankful for Miss Kisha Simone. So y'all, without further ado, and y'all excuse my voice, me and my Uber riders, y'all, we've been cracking up, laughing, joking. Yeah, I got some stories for y'all. So y'all be tuned in because I do have Driver Chronicles coming up. Also, y'all, don't forget we do still have the fundraiser going with One Hope, so you guys can purchase your wine. We are running it for a month, so you guys keep going, making sure we're trying to reach our goal of $100. So make sure y'all go get your wine, cause let me tell y'all, I have me a cup a night, and y'all, it be real refreshing. And then I be ready to go to bed. And I just be like, thank you, One Hope. I had one hope, and that was to go to sleep, and One Hope provided that. But y'all, without further ado, we're going to bring up my sister, my friend, Miss Kisha Simone. I love
Hello,
y'all. Y'all know
hello, hello. I'm trying to work where the shade will not be bright and y'all can see my face.
it's
Hopefully that
okay.
works.
It
Hopefully
is
that works.
okay.
Hello, everybody. Hello, thank you so much. Girl, you
Yes.
make me feel like a celebrity over here. I'm like,
Right.
whoa.
Whatever. Look, you already a celebrity. You've been a celebrity since
Oh my
before I
God.
knew you.
That
You
name is killing me. That name. No.
No, but you know what I like to say? I like to say I'm not famous. I'm not a celebrity. I'm none of that. I'm just me, and I'd rather be well known than famous.
Well, my thing is, I'd rather be successful than any of it. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Because with that comes a lot. A lot
Yeah.
of people want those titles of I'm a celebrity, I'm this, I'm that. But the more people know you, the more is required of you. I want to be known
Mm-hmm.
for the works that I do and not the person that I am, because I'm not perfect. And as soon as you make a mistake, then they
Right.
don't want to know you no more. No,
Right.
I want you to know me for my work, because my work will never change.
Exactly. And the moment they know you for your work, then hey, from there it's just nothing but good things.
Exactly.
Cause
Exactly.
let me say, I can't say nothing bad. You definitely a woman about your business. Definitely.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so funny that I'm at my son's football practice, so and they had me move. So I apologize if I'm looking around. I'm not doing nothing illegal.
I'm
I'm just I'm just kidding. But this is one of the things that comes with it. Too much is given, much is required, especially when you're a boss lady. And I thank you, first of all, let me back up. I thank God for the position He's allowed me to be in. And I thank, you, Kelly J, for allowing me this platform, because a lot of times we so focus on others, we forget to think, oh, let me thank myself. Oh, let me think of myself. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because I never really, until you sit here talking, I'm like, wow, I'm old. I've been doing this a long time. But with that being said, I'm very grateful for everybody that acknowledges me, because you never get to the point. I don't care if God gives me another 21 years. You never get to the point to where you forget to be appreciative. You never get to the point to where your humble goes away. No, never, never. And that's one thing that a lot of people forget in this business. You got to stay humble, and you got to be real with yourself. When you're wrong, it's okay to be wrong. When you're right, it's okay to be right, but don't make it seem like you're the only person that's right, because there's others that are too.
right.
And in business, a lot of times we forget to give out the good things along with the things that can be corrected.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen so many people that work with people, I'm like, oh, now, because every time I turn around, they're complaining about something.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay to say what you need to do right, but there's always good things in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And as business people, as women and men,
Mm-hmm.
we need to learn how to do that more, because it makes our employees valuable. Because as a
Exactly.
business person, you can't be successful without your team. There's no business owner right now that can do every job in their company. I know I can't. I have an
Trust.
amazing caterer, cook her butt off. That ain't my lane. Kelly J, when you will forever be on my team. But when
Okay.
you before you start doing your thing, I
Yes.
can't film like you. I can't edit like you. You know what I'm saying? I can't do none of that.
And
So I need that for my team. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I have to thank you so much, because you still work with me. I
of
still
course.
work with you. You can never be too big in this business to where your head is too big, and
Mm-hmm.
your ego is bigger. You
Of
can
course.
never, not to be successful and continuously.
And I feel as though that's where a lot of people start messing up at, when they create those
Right.
egos and they get too
Right.
big, and then you have those, and that's where a lot of jealousy creep in there too for
Oh
people.
yes. Oh
And then
yes. And that is
then you're
true.
looking at, oh well, you wouldn't have been nothing without me, and then you have,
Right.
you know, it's a lot that go into that. That just really struck a nerve right there. And I was like, "Whoa, wait,
I mean, it does, because a lot of times, and I don't mean to cut you off,
are you
but it
good?"
is so real, because a lot of people, when they have sets, and oh, they're speaking to me. When you're on set and you nobody knows who you are, because I'm not one to walk around and say, I'm Kisha Simone, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO. Just like I had a production this weekend. My thing is, I tell people all the time, what do I always say, Kelly J? You work with me. You don't work
Yep,
for me.
right.
We work together. Even though I'm signing checks, or I'm giving you
Mm-hmm.
the envelope with the money, your pay. Yeah, but you work with
With
me,
me, yep.
because sometimes we get into this lane, and I've been guilty of it. Don't get me wrong. I haven't always been this humble, especially when it's new to you and you get that funding and you get those
Mm-hmm.
those acknowledgments from bigger names. You do get sometimes beside yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
oh, quickly as I mistakenly did that, I had to adjust, because my grandmother didn't play that. My
Mm-hmm.
mom and my dad didn't play that. They're my angels now. But when I first started this 21 years ago, you have to always keep your humble spirit in order to go to the next level.
Yes.
And a lot of people forget that. You've got to remain who you are, always know whose you are, and
Mm-hmm.
don't ever think you're better than nobody else. Because where you're good, there's somebody that's great. Where you're great, there's somebody that's amazingly fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're amazingly fabulous, again, it goes up. You never get so sleepy, and you never get so tired to where your job is done. Your job is never done.
Yep. Got to keep working.
That chapter is finished, but that book will always need new chapters.
Yep.
Always.
And how you write them will determine your outcome.
That's
Amen.
right.
We're gonna jump in these comments real quick. Let's see what everybody's saying. What up, Kelly? Hello, Breeze Cool Comedy.
Breezy cool, breeze cool.
My Mama Kelly. Woo woo.
Hi,
Welcome
Mama
in, Keisha.
Kelly.
Sunny AF podcast. Let's go.
Let's go,
Share hey. I
squad.
will make sure that the link to this will be in the description below. My mom asked, "How's your son doing?"
You know what, Mama? We are at football practice as we speak, grinding. We make a way. He is actually on the field. He's been doing okay. He's a Cali kid. So we're adjusting to this Texas weather. When it changes drastically, we have our little issues. But for the most part, I'm going to work it out, Mama. We stay with our pumps and our, all that asthma stuff and bronchitis
Yeah.
stuff. So for the most part, he's doing pretty good. Thank you so much.
Yes. Jennifer said, "Who say that?" Hey,
Hi,
there's
hi,
no
hi.
I in team.
That's
Hello,
right. It's no
MMI.
I in team. You
Big
cannot.
fact. So we
Yes,
have our
indeed.
first question of the night. Do you believe you must stay humble?
Is that for me or for you, Kelly?
I guess we can go both answer it. So I'm gonna say yes. You have to stay humble. Like in everything you do in life, you have to stay humble because not staying humble, you get too number one, like we said, you get too big headed. You start to forget about those who helped you along the way, and then some people can tend to make those people feel as though they were never there. And I feel as
Right.
though when you're humble enough, you can do stuff like what I'm doing, having Miss Kisha Simone come on and say thank you and giving them her flowers. Like I am
Thank
big
you.
on giving my flowers, and that's me being humble enough to say I can't be Kelly J without everybody who done helped me get here. Whether it's my mama,
Right.
my daddy, my grandmama, two people down the street, somebody I met
Yeah.
along the way. I
Yeah.
have to remain humble in everything that I do in life just because that's how I continue to get my blessings.
That's right. That's right. And I want to piggyback off of that because if you look at the definition of humble, I'm really big in reading and I'm really big of searching, especially when I'm thinking of elevating and upgrading, which I do every 6 months and every quarter. I do that. And I let people know that if you're not in the business of upgrading or elevating or going to the next level, you have to teach yourself to be humble. Because sometimes you get to that elevation of, oh, I just want an album. I'm gonna say a singer, for instance.
Mhm.
When you get that album, then what do you want to do next?
Exactly.
It's a continuous thing, and being humble helps you get there. People don't understand the actual definition of humble is very important to remain that way. It has to become you. So it's nothing that you're trying to do because then you're becoming a persona if you're just doing it just for that moment.
Mm. Yes, and look, Jennifer hit us with a one hitter. Because if you don't, life will humble you.
Oh, yes, it will.
Ooh,
Oh,
it'll
yes, it
humble
will.
you in a way
Oh,
where
yes,
you
it
just
will.
gotta be like, Lord, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Oh, yeah. Because when he know how to bring you down, when you too far up, he'll let you only go so far.
Mhm.
And I could definitely speak on that because when you start thinking your stuff don't stink, he will remind you that it does.
hmm So let me ask you this: being that you are
Yes.
a mom in business, what's
Yes.
some encouraging words you can give to a mother in business? Because you're not just a mother in business. You've done acting, you've done modeling, you've been on billboards, you on the radio and
Yes.
movies. How in the world do you handle it? And you just didn't handle it with one child. You got two kids and two handsome kings and one you're still raising up to become this, and he's already a king in itself. He's a gentleman.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is my
That's my baby
nephew.
Compton.
Listen, he is amazingly respectful and kind and
Thank
sweet, and
you.
I
Thank
can truly
you.
say I don't know
Spoil
the
riding. Both of
recipe.
them spoil.
Look, I don't know the recipe you took to get there to produce these amazing, handsomely men that are gentlemen and kind of sweet. But I need the recipe because as I get up and I get to your level, when I'm at 21 years, I need to be able to say that my kids, you know, are on a direction like LJ and Scotto. Because I was listening to Scotto on the radio this morning. I was like, okay, I like this song. All right, all right. I'm gonna learn them. He got to know I'm gonna learn the words, and once I learn them, I'm gonna go live
Right.
so I can start singing them. But just know he got to stay tuned for that. I got him. I got him.
Well, to answer your first question, it's cliche, but it is definitely real. I keep God first. I definitely keep God first. I am a PK. My grandmother was a pastor. May she rest in peace. I was raised in church, my entire family church. So therefore, when I came out with an R&B album, I was the child with an
Mm-hmm.
X on the back, but I followed my heart. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't play with God. Also, I never went at my kids like I was a celebrity. They don't know Kisha Simone. They know Mama, or they know Mama Kisha, as your nephew called me. I don't
Yes.
go at them like, well, I'm a producer or I'm a this. No, all that cuts off when it's mommy time. Like LJ knows I'm in the business, but Darian's seen it more because I'm actually producing and I'm a CEO now. So I
Mm-hmm.
thank God for those blessings. But when I started with Darian, I was new to everything. I was just modeling for Mac. I hadn't sung anything. I had, made any albums. I've sung my whole life, but not professionally.
Right.
So with Darian, he had a different mom than LJ has.
Mm-hmm.
Darian had the mom that I was modeling for Mac. And of course, you don't model every day when you're signed to a company. You may model once a month. So I got into acting, signed up with Central Casting in LA. I started doing films. My first film was Muhammad Ali with Will Smith and Jamie Foxx. And on those films, you're on set for 12, 13 hours. So it was my sacrifice time with Darian.
Mm-hmm.
So being in business, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to sacrifice. There's time you're going to have to sacrifice. There's relationships you're going to have to sacrifice because when you're serious about your goals and your dreams, everybody's not going to like everything that you do.
Right.
You may have a sibling that may say, okay, you're doing too much. Or you may have a baby's father or a baby's mom that's like, well, you're not spending enough time with me. You're always running. But when you're grinding, there's no set time. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have any days off because even on Sundays, I'm preparing for Monday Motivating Word.
Mm-hmm.
Even on Fridays, I'm dropping the podcast or I'm preparing for the radio show on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Thursday, that's my time to read these bios so I can have a great interview on Saturday, along with making sure insurance policies are sold.
Right.
So that's a lot that you have to choose to do, and you have to prioritize for you, not for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
When you find that priority time, but you have to be solid with yourself in saying, I'm going to do this. Don't procrastinate. A lot of people want to start something, and then when they see something not going the way they thought it should go or as fast as
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to go, they're like, forget it. No,
Mm-hmm.
right when you throw in the towel is right where your
And when it's
success
come,
was.
yep. And I
Some
think a
people
lot
give
of
up
people,
right at that door.
yes, they do. And I think a lot of times people do that or tend to do that because we don't really see the struggle that people go through.
Right.
A lot of people just see, oh,
The
they
fame.
they 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 started here and now
Yeah.
they're here, but they
Yeah.
don't understand like the struggle they went through. And I'll tell anybody, two people that I've watched grow tremendously, Super Sid and Judy. Super Sid is part of Black Rank. When Black Rank first started, when I say I've been following Super for a long time, I
Right.
started following her. And when she was with Black Rank, I got to see them collaborate together and build each other. They were all on
Mm,
each other platforms and they were all
right.
growing. And I was like, if they can do it, and now Super Sin is a millionaire, Judy a millionaire, Donovan got his production, like they're all Tokyo got, TV and everything she's doing. Nick been on Wild, like I can name them. Tarzan,
Yeah.
like they are all doing something and they were all part of Black
Yes.
Rank and together, like for instance, when Donovan released his Messy T, they were having a battle online on who was buying the most stuff for their friend. And it's just
Yeah.
that's where humbleness come into
Yeah.
place. That's when the
And being
support.
solid. When you're solid
Exactly.
and
And a
when you're
lot of
solid.
times people don't understand the struggle that people went through to get there. I remember seeing them all sleep, all in this like in together at the houses and stuff and chilling. It's the
Of
struggles
course.
that they
Of
went through
course.
to get, but no one wants to pay attention to that. So they just
Yeah.
feel like, oh, well, the moment that is not going the way this celebrity got there, they just think, okay, let me give up. No, you can't give up. Because right when
Right.
you about to give up, you just may miss out on
It could
your
be right at
blessing.
the door. And that's the thing that I tell people, especially when I do workshops for different actors. I let them know the steps that you took to get to my door, you got to my door, that was your destination. But you
Mm-hmm.
had to take so many steps to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to get out your car and all of a sudden just get out the car and you're at my doorstep.
Right.
No, You have to maybe turn a curve. You might have to go up some stairs. You might have to go around. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So in life and even in success, you got to take those stairs one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just leap or you can't skip over things because what you skipped over may have been a learning lesson and you just given to you. Well, then if you lose it, you're not going to know how to get it again. Because I've been on hiatus, I've taken time off, I've been let go from a record label. You know what I'm saying? When I got pregnant with LJ. So it's not the glory and the glory and the fame that they see now that has always been with Kisha Simone. No, I'm blessed and I'm a person that I never give up. My daddy always told me, if you don't work, you don't eat. He didn't say a man. He said, period. Woman, child, dog, cat, you don't work, you don't eat. And I like to eat.
Okay.
And I like to eat well. So so I gotta get out there and get it. And my dad has always had more than one job. That's why people always tell me when you get with somebody, they don't understand it. If you have to if you have to like, and I was gonna go somewhere, but I'm not gonna do that. If you have to water yourself down to adjust to somebody else, then you're with the wrong person. And
Well,
I don't know why I'm saying that, but
come on through with the motivation, because you know
I'm trying not to go there. I'm trying not to go there, but
let me go
a
ahead
lot of people.
motivation.
Let me say, Kelly,
motivation.
see, there you go. You started stuff.
Come on.
That's LJ phone. When you're in a position to where greatness is upon you, and I don't know who this is for, but I'm gonna give y'all a nugget real quick from Kisha Simone. When you're in a position that greatness is upon you, just believe and know that other people see it. And how you know other people see it, they're going to question you. They're going to have a problem with you. They're not going to follow you, but they're going to look at everything that you type. They're going to look at every picture you post. They're not going to like it. They're not going to post it, but trust and believe they watch it. And how you know they watching, because everything you do is not a surprise to them. Just keep that in mind, business owners, the ones that working on numbers. Because like me, myself, I went straight down when my mom, my grandmother, my uncle died because I wasn't on air. But it doesn't bother me because I know they looking. I know they're looking and I know they're watching.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that you stay in your lane. And even when the negativity come, let them have it. Because it's a thing called caliber that you have to remember that is what you have. Nobody gave that to you. In the business, we call it your brand. But in the world, it's your caliber. Same thing, different reasons, different causes, but it's the same thing. So never let anybody take your caliber or your style or who you are. If you're a sophisticated person, continue to be that way. I don't care if they calling you B's, H's, all this broke. Oh, she ain't about nothing. She ain't got nothing. You know what you got and you know what you don't. So you don't have to persuade that to nobody. Mm-hmm. So business owners, remember who you are and what you're about, and your actions will take you where your finances need to be. The money will come. Don't focus on the money. It will come. Just keep doing what you need to do to be successful.
Y'all know I received that.
Yeah, a lot of people get sidetracked that they let these people that's not even owning a business dictate what they're going to do in their business. You can't tell me none of you ain't been there. That's just like if people want to sit up and tell me how to run my production company, what's the name of yours is my question. They will tell me how to do my radio station. Oh, what's the name of yours so I can watch how you do it? Oh, well, I don't have one. Oh, okay, well, this conversation is to an end. See, we can pick and choose what we listen to. We can pick and choose who's in our space, who's in our circle. Just like in my car right now is no one. Mm-hmm. I don't want nobody in the car with me. Mm-hmm. You pick and choose. And when you get firm about what you do, that's when that money you start investing in yourself and you start spending some real money in your investments. And Miss Kelly, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Then your lane will change. You don't have time for BS. Mm-hmm. You're going to put that blinker and you're going to get in that fast lane. You're going to leave those slow people behind because that's what you do. You pass them. That's not saying you're better than nobody. You just on another level.
Exactly. And
when you first get on the freeway, you do get in that slow lane, but you don't stay in that slow lane.
I sure though. If y'all done never rode with me, you know it. Miss Kisha Simone, you know I don't say it. You know I don't stay in no slow lane. But
not at all. Not at all.
That does bring us to the next question, which was,
yes,
what does move in silence mean to you in business?
Move in silence to me in business is doing things that you're not making announcements. Facebook does not need to know every move you make. Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube. I know I live on these platforms, but you need to make announcements after you've accomplished it, not while it's in the process. Mm-hmm. I'm one to where when I started announcing the radio station, I was going on air the next day. Mm-hmm. When I started announcing the podcast, I had already did my first drop. So my podcast was done. I wasn't getting ready. I wasn't preparing. I wasn't thinking about it. In those stages, you need not to tell anybody, because at that point, anybody could change your mind about something that they didn't put in your mind. So why can't they change something they didn't give you? That's like somebody giving you some red bottom shoes and telling you not to wear them. Well, you gave them to me. That's for me, right? So stop discussing things with people that the discussion isn't worthy of. Some people don't even deserve your air to breathe, much
Mm,
less your conversation,
mm,
much less even your presence. Because I'm
mm,
telling you, people think that I'm funny acting, or they think that I think I'm all that. No, I know my worth. I've been doing this game a long time, and you could spot the BS for them a mile away. If a person got to convince you who they are, then you're not really that person. I don't have to convince them I know what I'm doing. I walk in a room, you gonna hire me or you not. You can Google me.
mm.
I've done enough work to where I'm Googleable.
Yes. And
If
look,
that's a
don't
word.
it feel good to be able to tell a person you can Google me?
You know what? At first I used to be like, oh, that's too cocky. But now it's safe and it's
Mm,
facts,
mm,
you know? And my thing is, like I tell people all the time, stop saying what you're going to do.
mm.
Just do it.
Do it.
That Nike sign is real. Just do it. Because a lot of times when you tell people what you're going to do
Yeah.
and you announce it, they
Mm.
pray against it and you wonder why it didn't never manifest.
Yep. And then you
Because just
sit
like
there
there's
looking
people that
like
do
who
good
did it and
prayers,
what, who
there's
did
people
it
that
and
do
what
that
for.
will pray against you. Yeah.
Yes, they will. Cause she ain't talking
It's
about the
facts.
PRAY. She talking about the PREY. Just for those who
Oh
didn't.
yes.
Just
Just
for
for
those who didn't.
clarification,
Look, who
thank
went
you for
up
breaking that
went
down
over
because
their
that
head.
is.
For the
Yeah.
ones that went over
Yeah.
their head.
They'll catch it at the end.
Uh huh. All right, we
But
got
yeah.
a question. Can I get
Yeah.
a show on your station? So Bree
Um
somebody wanted to know, can they get a show on your station?
As far as the radio network, it's DFWI Radio, which is a spinoff of K104. It's the internet off of K104, T Jones. So you can definitely do so. He has plenty availabilities of, DFWI Radio. It's internet radio. My show is every Saturday at 2 p.m. But
Mm-hmm.
you can definitely contact him if you want to DM me, whomever that is. I'm Southern Bell Radio or Kisha Simone, and I'll definitely get your information to T Jones. If that's what you're asking, can you get your own show on the radio station? I just want to clarify the question, or
Bree, if you're still on here, please clarify that for us as well.
yes,
But with that
yes,
being said, because we are wrapping up, let everybody know how they can tune in to your show. What do you have coming up? Because I'm gonna hit you up on being in one of your next productions. After
oh
this time,
yes,
I go ahead
yes.
and put my little acting skills on for you.
Well, I have a huge production that I'm working on in 2020. Now, it's okay to say that for those of you that's like, no, you just said don't announce
Not
it.
2020,
It's okay to
2022.
say 22 what you're working on, and I said 2020. I meant 2022.
Don't take it back.
It's okay to say that, but don't say anything else, family, when you got things going on. Don't say what it is and all this. Just let it be known you got things in the pipeline. That's it. But what I have going on right now, every Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time is Southern Bell Radio on dfwiradio.com, family. Don't forget the I because it is for internet. You can go online, you pull up the radio station, and then every Friday I drop episodes on No Filter Southern Bell, which is my podcast. And that is not for the kids. That is no filter, and it means exactly no filter. So, and you can follow me, Kisha Simone, on every platform, KISHASIMONE, or you can definitely you can email me, southernbellradio@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok.
Everything.
I'm on
Everything.
everything.
Yes.
Yes,
So
indeed.
Breeze did say yes. That is, she wanted a show with DFWI
Yes,
Radio.
yes, yes. Boss Man T. Jones would welcome you, of course, of course.
Yes, Bossman is amazing. I love him.
Yes. Shouts
I
out to
love
T.
him.
Jones and Miss Jones. They
Yes.
are
Shout
amazing.
out to them. Big shout out to them. Well, Miss Kisha Simone, thank you for coming through to Kelly
You're
JTV. I
welcome. You're so
greatly
welcome.
appreciate it. You took
You're
the time
welcome.
out. You took the time out while you're at football practice, and I thank you for that. The life of a
You're
mom
welcome.
and being a mom in business, a momager, never stops.
It doesn't. It
Never.
does not. Ever, 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 ever. But thank you so much for having me. You guys have a great evening. And remember, stay in your lane and let nobody stop your dreams.
And with that being said, you guys, we have completed another episode of Kelly Kelly JTV. Hey, we completed another episode of Kelly JTV. Y'all, shout out to Miss Kisha Simone for coming through and just sharing the love with us. We greatly appreciate that. You guys know that your girl Kelly J loves y'all forevermore. Make sure that if you are watching this on a replay, that you do comment. If you're new to Kelly J TV, make sure you're subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell button so that you can get a notification every time I go live. And without further ado, you guys, I will see y'all next week on Monday, where I'll have the lovely Miss Kamo with BGOT, Black Girls of Texas. And then on Thursday, you guys, we're going to have something special. So if you ladies or men wanting to figure out how to catch a man cheating, next Thursday is for you. If you want to know some legal information, next Thursday is for you. Just know I got something in store, so I hope y'all are ready. And without further ado, we're out, you guys.